The class action lawsuit against Mojang is gaining momentum after a big crowdfunding campaign and a law firm joining in, and now the victims can already start submitting their cases. On top of that, Ish is back with a massive 2-hour video and a social experiment with 1,000 people, where the rich and the poor start from completely different levels. Quackity shows up after years of absence with a live voice translation app, but viewers are already debating the prices and privacy concerns. MrBeast Gaming is once again regularly serving Minecraft challenges with huge prizes, and Electro has built a real flying ghast that shoots fireballs. Avocado Animations drops another viral hit from the Villagers Night series, and someone managed to run a mini version of Minecraft on a simple in-game signboard. And finally, we'll talk about an interesting mushroom bug that has been in the game for over 4 years. We'll start with the latest creation from Electo, a creator known for his unusual real-life builds inspired by video games. He returned to YouTube after a long break, and he did it in truly spectacular fashion. In his newest video, he showcased a working gigantic ghast from Minecraft 1 that not only flies, but also shoots fireballs just like in the game. In the past, Electo has already built things like a working snow golem or even a rideable pig from Minecraft. But this time, the scale and showmanship of the project are on a whole different level. The comments show mixed reactions. Some people are absolutely amazed, joking that this is the best texture pack from Minecraft, while others point out that Electro uploads very rarely, sometimes only once a year. Viewers even call him a legend because he can disappear for months and then come back with one mind-blowing project only to vanish again for a long time. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, and if you haven't seen it yet, the video showing how he built this insane creation is of course linked in the description. But for now, let's keep going. Quackity also disappeared for a long time, only recently returning to YouTube after more than 3 years away. In his comeback video, he explained what he's been up to. He focused mainly on Spanish language streaming, where he became one of the most popular creators in Mexico. Now he's officially announced his return and presented a project called Dababel, an app for real-time voice and text translation aimed at gamers, streamers, and anyone who wants to break down language barriers. The community's reactions are very divided. Some people praise his ambition and the fact that he's trying to create something that could actually make a difference online. For them, coming back after years with a project like this is proof that he's still aiming high. But there's also a lot of criticism. The most common complaints are about the app's price, which many say is far too high for the average user, even over $500 a year. There are also concerns about privacy and data collection, as well as the lack of clear information on how to cancel the subscription. Some people comment on his disappearance and return with irony, comparing it to the typical slow fade out that VTubers are known for. So what do you think about his comeback? I'm really curious to hear your opinions. The comments are waiting for you. Staying for a moment on the topic of Quackity, just over a week after announcing his big comeback on YouTube, Quackity shared yet another huge piece of news: the official announcement of Qsmp 2. This new edition of the server has been presented as a global project aiming to bring together creators from all around the world. The trailer, published on X, quickly racked up several million views and stirred up massive excitement across the community. The enthusiasm was visible not only among fans but also in the comments from well-known creators who reacted en masse to the announcement. Even Twitch made an official post welcoming the return of Qsmp. With a reveal like this, it's clear that Qsmp 2 has the potential to become an even bigger phenomenon than the first version of the server. Moving away from Quackity but still on the subject of comebacks, after more than half a year, Ish has returned with an absolute giant of a video, over 2 hours long, in which he gathered 1,000 players to simulate the rise of a civilization. The concept may sound simple, but in practice it led to some really fascinating dynamics. The most intriguing part was that players were split into 2 groups. One ended up on an island full of resources and luxuries, while the other was thrown into complete poverty, where even getting a single piece of wood was a challenge. From the very first minutes, it was obvious that these 2 worlds would develop at completely different speeds. Some might say this is nothing new. After all, we've already seen hundreds of videos where 1,000 players try to build a civilization. Ish himself has done similar projects in the past, but this video shows exactly why his return caused such a stir. Gathering that many people onto one server is a massive feat in itself, and the rich versus poor setup gave the whole story a completely new dimension. The video feels more like a social experiment. You see rivalry, attempts at cooperation, conflicts, and the differences that emerge only because some start with advantages advantages while others fight just to survive. The editing and cinematics are on the highest level. The whole thing looks more like a documentary or even a movie than just regular Minecraft gameplay, and I'm not alone in that impression, since many comments say people would gladly buy a cinema ticket to watch something like this on the big screen. This comeback proves that even if the formula itself isn't groundbreaking anymore, the execution and scale make a huge impression. It's one of those videos you watch from beginning to end, and it reminds you why Minecraft is such a perfect game for social experiments. Still on the topic of comebacks, after more than 8 months, the creator you might remember for suing Minecraft has returned with an update. I'm talking about Kian Brose, whose biggest video, published back in December 2024, was all about announcing that he was suing Mojang. The reason, according to him, the studio broke the law and violated consumer rights. It all started when Kian wanted to recreate MC War in Minecraft, a gun server that was hugely popular back in 2013. After months of work and spending over $11,000 on marketing, Mojang suddenly declared that firearms of any kind were against the rule. The problem was those bans weren't listed anywhere in the official documents. Mojang pointed to internal guidelines that no one outside the company was allowed to see. That discovery set off a chain reaction. Kian started digging and found out that Mojang not only hid part of the rules, but also changed the terms of service multiple times without ever informing players. In practice, that meant users were bound by clauses they didn't even know existed. On top of that, there were loot boxes and random rewards on servers, which under the law in many countries are considered gambling. Officially banned, but internally tolerated. The first lawsuit, however, hit a wall. Swedish institutions refused to take the case, and free legal aid was limited to just 100 hours, which wasn't nearly enough for something this big. Kian was left without any real way to fight in court. But then came the crowdfunding campaign, and it blew up. Within just a few days, over $150,000 were raised. Thanks to that, a law firm joined the case and a class action lawsuit could finally move forward. Recently, Kian published a second video confirming that the class action is now officially underway. The goals include restoring access to accounts that were forced to migrate to Microsoft, often under the threat of losing the game entirely, which lawyers say is a breach of contract. Another demand is forcing Mojang to stop using hidden clauses, clearly inform players about changes to the terms of service, and comply with European consumer protection laws. Kian himself admits the case is risky. If they lose, he'll personally go bankrupt. But for many players, this is the first time someone is seriously standing up to a company that's been imposing changes for years without giving the community any real choice. At this stage, the class action is in the process of gathering affected players, especially those who lost access to their accounts because of forced migration. No matter the outcome, this is one of the biggest and loudest legal actions ever taken against Mojang. And if Kian and his team succeed, it could change the way major gaming companies treat their players. Meanwhile, nobody has to sue MrBeast to make him spend thousands of dollars, because he's back to regularly uploading on his MrBeast gaming channel. After a long break, new videos are now coming out consistently, and interestingly, most of them are Minecraft related. Of course, MrBeast returned in his signature style, giving away massive amounts of money to participants in his challenges. In recent weeks, we've seen videos like $10,000 every boss you beat and $1,000 every minute you survive. Classic MrBeast productions with huge prizes and over-the-top spectacle. Viewers quickly noticed the comeback, and the comments are full of positive reactions. Some are just happy that MrBeast Gaming is active again, while others say they were most excited about his return to Minecraft content specifically. There are even fans asking if alongside his gaming content, he'll also bring back the Beast Reacts channel. So what about you guys? Are you happy with this comeback, or do you prefer watching his main channel videos instead? For many, the biggest smile came from YouTuber Kevin, who's been experimenting with unusual Minecraft projects for quite a while now. Previously, he created Minecraft Playable on a Desmos graphing calculator, a full simulation of the game inside a math tool. But this time he took it one step further and made something nobody expected: a fully playable version of Minecraft on a sign in the game. In a short 2-minute video, he showed how a tiny red character can break blocks, collect wood, and fight mobs, all running smoothly like a mini game inside Minecraft. He also shared the project on Reddit, where it quickly sparked a lot of reactions. Some joked that it looked like Minecraft Terraria edition, while others praised the little details like the red filter effect when mobs take damage. There were also comparisons to Seth Bling's old experiments, where he created similar illusions in-game and fans started throwing in new challenges, from running Doom to making Minecraft inside Minecraft inside Minecraft. But overall, the comments were full of admiration for the creativity and attention to detail. For many players, this was the perfect example of just how far you can push the limits of a game that's already known for having endless possibilities. Speaking of admiration, Avocado Animations has just released the fourth part of their Minecraft A Village's Night series titled Steve's Prison. This is one of the most popular animated Minecraft series, known for its dark tone, original storytelling, and highly polished animation. The new episode quickly blew up, reaching over 1 million views in just a few days, with the comments section flooded by fan reactions. Viewers praised not only the story itself, but also the emotional weight of the animation, even comparing it to full-length feature films. The community's support was also clearly visible. Many viewers left huge donations right in the comments, writing that they wanted to help ensure the series continues and couldn't let the project stop. Some joked that this is the real Minecraft movie, while others pointed out how deeply the story pulled them in, even though the only characters are villagers and Steve. The reactions were emotional, ranging from excitement over the brutal prison escape scene to people admitting they teared up at how such a simple visual style could carry so much emotion. And while Avocado Animations doesn't upload videos very often, each new episode of the series proves just how important it is for fans, to the point where viewers are openly offering financial support just to see more. And finally, it turns out there's a bug that's been around for 4 years straight, where mushrooms simply don't generate in caves. This was recently pointed out in a Reddit post and quickly spread through the community, since many players never even realized it was a bug and not an intentional design choice. The comments showed just how surprised people were. Some wrote that they finally understood why they hadn't seen mushrooms underground for years. Others joked that this explains why the fungal cave biome has never been added to the game. The discussion quickly branched out into other long-standing bugs that players had simply accepted as normal gameplay features. For example, the TNT particle bug, which stuck around for nearly 5 years before being fixed. Thanks to the post, the official bug report has already gathered nearly 200 votes and is getting more confirmations in the comments every day. If you also want to join in, I'll leave the link in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the latest Minecraft news. See you soon!